Hi dear friends and subscribers, this is your host Ram welcoming you to the 5th edition of the T20 World Cup, which actually kicked off in Bangladesh today. Well, dear fans and subscribers, I'm a bit, my throat is a bit sore, but your support to this cricket happening show is so exemplary that I just can't stay away from it, and especially when it comes to World Cup, I'm always there, and that's the precise reason I'm doing this show today. Even though my throat is a bit hard on me, but well, it doesn't really matter as far as cricket is concerned. If it is cricket, well, nothing matters for me other than cricket. Well, dear fans and subscribers, as I said, I'm welcoming you all to the 5th edition of the T20 World Cup, which started off in Bangladesh today. Today was the first match, and this World Cup, this T20 World Cup, the 5th edition of the T20 World Cup, is something, first and foremost, it's thanks to the International Cricket Council, which gave an opportunity for 6 associate nations to take part in this T20 World Cup. And today we had the first match which was played. That was, as you know, that is the curtain raiser between the host Bangladesh and Afghanistan. And one thought that is going to be a sort of a tough game, especially considering the fact that Afghanistan had actually beaten Bangladesh in the 50 overs version, as you know, in the Asia Cup. But well, today it was definitely not the case. Today Bangladesh was totally, I would say they are totally bundled out Afghanistan for 72 runs on a wicket which definitely afforded some turn, as we saw that the spinners were the one who actually ruled the roost there. And then as far as getting to the target is concerned, Bangladesh it was a real cakewalk for them, winning by 9 wickets. And then we had the two debutant teams actually making their first appearance in a T20 World Cup, and what a moment for them, what a moment for the players, what a moment for that country, Nepal and Hong Kong clashing in the next match. And well, it was a match in which I would say Nepal, even though they put up a decent score, I thought, of 149 on the board, and then they had the Hong Kong team. In fact, what was very important was that Nepal, even after making 149, they not only defended the total very well, but they managed to get a big victory under the belt, and this would be a maiden victory for Nepal, and that too, that would be a proud feeling for the country Nepal in general. And I'm sure the cricketing public in Nepal are as crazy as India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka or Bangladesh. And well, today they definitely would be, I'm sure there'll be a lot of rejoicing going on as Nepal got a big win under their belt by dismissing Hong Kong in this particular match by 80 runs. So congratulations Nepal for your maiden win in the T20 World Cup. This is their first exposure to real international cricket, and what a moment for Nepal. Well, so let's so what I'm going to do a brief roundup of both these matches. So as far as the match between Bangladesh and Afghanistan was concerned, it started at the as I said, this was the 5th edition of the T20 World Cup, which kicked off at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium here in Mirpur, and Bangladesh were the ones who actually won the toss, and rightly so. They elected to field in this particular match. And well, that decision which was taken by the Bangladeshi captain Mushfiqur Rahim was so good that Bangladesh bowled superbly. In fact, the tone was really set by Bangladesh right from the first ball. Now Mohammad Shahzad, the Afghanistan, is a very aggressive opener. He likes to get on, he likes to get over the bowling pretty early. He doesn't waste a moment. He actually rules by instinct. He's like a Virendra Sehwag type of player. And what Mohammad Shahzad did, the very first ball that he received from Murtaza, he tried to hoist it over the cover region, but only ended up getting the toe end of the bat to it. The ball went high up in the air, and Mahmudullah took the catch. And what a beginning for the T20 World Cup. with the very first ball of the T20 World Cup, netting a wicket for host Bangladesh. So Mohammad Shahzad was gone for a duck. Today we had the other opener, Najib Tarakai from Afghanistan, was making his T20 international debut. Well, he couldn't do much. He was gone for 7 as Shakib Al Hasan came into the attack pretty early. It was a good move, I thought, on the part of the Bangladeshi captain Mushfiqur Rahim. He wanted to see whether there was any turn available. Yes, there was definitely turn available, and the Afghanistan batting couldn't really stand up against the spinners, especially, as I said, Shakib Al Hasan was a missing factor when Afghanistan defeated Bangladesh in the Asia Cup. And yesterday I told in that preview, and it was really proved, as Shakib Al Hasan came in and wheeled in 3.1 overs, no maidens, 8 runs, and he picked up 3 wickets. So today there was also Gulbuddin Naib, who didn't actually get a single game in the Asia Cup for Afghanistan. I'm told he has a very good, he's known as a big hitter in the Afghanistan team. He came in as 1 drop, and he likes to really wield the willow in a very, very strong manner. But today, yes, he definitely did that by contributing 21 runs of 22 balls with 3 fours and 1 6, but he was a victim at the hands of Shakib Al Hasan. After that, Navroz Mangal was dismissed cheaply for a duck. Mohammad Nabi, the captain, was LBW bowled Razak for 3, and the innings definitely didn't have any momentum, with Karim Sadiq playing his game, was run out on 10 of 23 balls. Shafiqullah, who played his first game, we didn't see him in the Asia Cup. He made 16 of as many balls with 2 fours, and then the tail-ender Samila Shenwari unfortunately could get only 1 run to his name of 3 balls, and after that Dawlat Zadran and Shapur Zadran was dismissed for 1 and 1 respectively. Aftab Alam was not out on not, and Afghanistan were bundled out for 72 by host Bangladesh. And what a beginning to the World Cup. Mashraf-e Murtaza, 2 overs no maiden, 1 for 8, 2 overs for 18 for Al Amin Hussain, a bit costly there. Shakib Al Hasan, as I said, pick of the bowlers, 3.1 overs no maiden, 3 wickets for 8 runs. Mahmudullah bowled splendidly, 4 overs 1 maiden, 8 runs and 1 wicket. And Abdul Razak, the spinner, 4 overs 2 for 20. So if you look at it, 6 wickets fell to the spinners, and 7 wickets fell to the spinners. Farhad Reza also picking up a wicket, 1 for 2. Sabir Rahman got a game here. He bowled 1 over for 1 run. So that is as far as Afghanistan were concerned. As far as Bangladesh were concerned, as I said yesterday in my preview, Tamim Iqbal and Shakib Al Hasan were the 2 kingpins who are not there when Afghanistan defeated Bangladesh. Today we definitely had the services of Tamim Iqbal. Tamim Iqbal was the one who gave them a bright start in fact, definitely Anam ul Haq was really aggressive, no doubt about it. But Tamim Iqbal, he played around Anam ul Haq, and the partnership, even though the score was only 72, Tamim Iqbal and Anam ul Haq put on 45 runs in, I would say, 46 balls, with Tamim Iqbal contributing 21, and the only wicket that Afghanistan got was Tamim Iqbal's wicket, as Samila Shenwari, the right arm leg spinner, fooled Tamim Iqbal with the wrong one. As Tamim Iqbal played down the wrong line, and he was adjudged LBW for 21 of 27 balls with 2 fours. But after that, Anam ul Haq was absolutely in his element by slamming the ball to all parts of the ground, hitting 4 fours and 3 sixes in an unbeaten knock of 44 of just 33 deliveries. In fact, he sealed the game for Bangladesh with a 6. That was the very good point there at the end of the game, in the sense when Bangladesh actually won the match by 9 wickets, with Shakib Al Hasan giving him company, not out on 10 of 12 balls with 1 4. Anam ul Haq contributing an unbeaten 44, but the man of the match went to Shakib Al Hasan for taking 3 wickets. Let's look at the bowling. Mohammad Nabi, 3 overs, none for 11. Shapur Zadran, I was a bit surprised over there that Shapur Zadran just bowled 1 over for 7 runs, and he did not bowl further. Karim Sadiq, 2 overs, none for 17. Dawlat Zadran, none for 13 of 2. Samila Shenwari, 3 overs, 1 for 14. Aftab Alam, the leg spinner, bowling 1 over for 15 runs. So Bangladesh taking 2 points and Afghanistan not. So Shakib Al Hasan of Bangladesh was named man of the match. So that is as far as the first match is concerned. One thing that I would like to say, one would have not expected such a performance from Afghanistan. Probably one could have expected a better performance from Afghanistan, and I'm sure Afghanistan has to go and really work it out, because this is a very big moment for them. But for host Bangladesh, I thought they have started in right earnest to qualify for the World Cup proper. Well, so now let's look at the second match, which happened. As I said, two debutant teams playing for the first time in a World Cup, getting international exposure. Hong Kong and Nepal clashed today at the Zahur Ahmed Chowdhury Stadium in Chittagong, and the first game, well, the toss was won by Hong Kong, and they put Nepal into bat. There was a lot of vocal support for Nepal, as a lot of Nepalese crowd were seen at the Zahur Ahmed Chowdhury Stadium. Well, Nepal batted first, and well, they played well. In fact, they had 149 for 8 of their 20 overs. The highest score. In fact, they lost their openers, even though the openers put on 36 for the first wicket. SP Kakural contributing 22 of 16 balls with 4 fours, and Sagar Pun also. They believed in. I mean, Nepal started off in a very aggressive manner. They are known to do that, and well, the openers really went after the Hong Kong bowling, and they put up 36 on the board for the first wicket. But after that, the Nepalese, the Hong Kong bowlers started taking the wicket. In fact, Hasib, I thought it was Hasib Amjad, the pace bowler, who actually gave them the breakthrough by picking up the wicket of Sagar Pun for 13 of 13 balls with 2 fours. Kakural was sent back to the pavilion by Nadeem Ahmed, 22 of 16 balls with 4 fours. And then at the score of 36, in fact, they put on 36 for the first wicket, and the very next delivery, they lost the wicket of Kakural, and they were 36 for 2 in the 6th over. And then there was a partnership. In came the Nepalese captain, who is a multi-talented player, according to me. He came in and he joined hands with Malla, and both of them started chiseling a partnership here, and they put up a very good partnership. In fact, they put up the highest partnership in T20s as far as Nepal is concerned, by 18 runs for the 3rd wicket, and things were looking good. In fact, they had done the repair job very well. They had regained the initiative, and everything was in readiness for the slog overs to start. In fact, they had taken them to the death overs by putting up this 80-run partnership. Malla's contribution being 48 of 41 balls with 4 fours and 1 6. Paras Khadka, the Nepalese captain, making 41 of 37 balls with 4 fours. But after that, I mean, one would have expected Nepal to get to a much better score after being at 116 for 3 in the 17th over. But after that, suddenly, I would say it was, even though they added 33 runs to finish at 149 for 8, they could have probably done much better. So, but credit to the Hong Kong bowling and the Hong Kong fielding, and especially in the last over that was bowled by Hasib Amjad, 4 wickets fell, and that was what got Hong Kong to keep Nepal to 149 for 8 of their 20 overs. Vesavkar, Bandari made 1. Vesavkar, the hard-hitting batsman, 14 of 9 balls with 2 fours, and then you have 3 triple zeros coming in from Basant Regmi, Budayar, and SP Gauchan. As far as the bowling from the Hong Kong were concerned, Tanvir Afzal was costly, 2 overs for 15. Hasib Amjad was the successful wicket taker, especially he took 3 wickets in the. I thought he took 2 wickets in the final over. He had 3 for 25 to his name. Najib Amar making his comeback, 3 overs 1 for 29. Nadeem Ahmed 4 overs 2 for 26. Irfan Ahmed 4 overs was 34 runs, and Azaz Khan bowling 3 overs for 18. Now Hong Kong, in the chase of 149, they might have probably thought, and Hong Kong, as you know, Hong Kong were coming after in the warm-up matches. They defeated Zimbabwe, they defeated Netherlands, and I'm sure their confidence would have been sky high when taking on Nepal, and Nepal would have been pretty wary about that, and I'm sure Nepal would have would have definitely done their homework on Hong Kong after seeing the way they played. But today I have to really say that this was not an effort that one expected from Hong Kong, but the Nepalese bowlers were absolutely over Hong Kong with it was SP Gauchan who did a wonderful it was a beautiful bowling from SP Gauchan, the left arm spinner. Look at his bowling figures: 4 overs no maiden, 9 runs and 3 wickets. And then the other spinner Basant Regmi, 4 overs no maiden, 3 runs for 14. So 6 wickets had already fallen to the spinners, and Hong Kong were really searching, I would say. And Hong Kong, well, what was absolutely galling according to me, because after Hong Kong defeated Zimbabwe and Netherlands in the T20 warm-up matches, one would have expected Hong Kong to put up a great display, but well, let me tell you, they proved nothing of a challenge to Nepal, and the wickets went on falling in a heap, and Hong Kong were all out for 69 runs in their 17 overs. As I said, the spinners were the ones who actually did the damage, and especially it was SP Gauchan who was the player of the match. And SP Gauchan, let me also tell you that he is the highest wicket taker as far as Nepal is concerned in all the formats, and he was the one who did all the damage there. He bowled superbly. He had a very good line to bowl. He's a left arm spinner. And let's look at the Hong Kong card here. The openers, Irfan Ahmed and Waqas Barkat, couldn't do anything. In fact, the very first ball, as happened in the match against Bangladesh and Afghanistan, the very first ball there was a wicket. And Irfan Ahmed, the opener, was sent back to the pavilion. And who sent him? Can you imagine? As I said, this person from Nepal, the captain of the Nepal team, Paras Khadka, is a multi-talented person, and that's what he did. He normally bowls medium pace. Can you believe it? He tried a bit of off-spin of the very first delivery, and that off-spinning delivery had the wicket of Irfan Ahmed, the Hong Kong opener, and he was gone for a blob. And that was the start that Nepal required to really tell Hong Kong that Hong Kong, don't think just because you have defeated Zimbabwe and Netherlands you can have some easy pickings over Nepal. And that's what they proved by getting the first wicket of the very first ball. After that, Gauchan came in and he started throttling the Hong Kong batsmen. Waqas Barkat making 18 of 19 balls with 3 fours, falling a victim to Gauchan. Atkinson, the Hong Kong captain, was dismissed pretty cheaply. He was bowled by Sompal Kami, making his T20 debut. He was gone for 6 of 7 balls with 1 4. The highest scorer was Babar Hayat, who made 20 of 25 balls with 2 fours before being clean bowled by Gauchan. Chapman, who did a wonderful turn for himself and who was solely responsible for the Hong Kong victories over Zimbabwe and Netherlands in the T20 warm-up matches, really disappointed today. He was bowled by Regmi for 13 of 12 balls with 1 4, and then finally there was absolutely, I would say, absolutely no support, absolutely no resistance from the Hong Kong team as wickets went on falling. Nizakat Khan was bowled by Regmi for duck. Tanveer Afzal was dismissed for a duck. Aizaz Khan was out for a duck. Najib Ahmed was dismissed for 2. Hasib Amjad was not out on 4 in the end. Nadeem Ahmed was bowled by Mukhia for 5. And Hong Kong innings was wound up for 69, giving Nepal a maiden T20 victory in the World Cup by a very big margin of 80 runs, and that would do them loads of confidence. Let's look at the bowling card for the Nepalese. Well, Gauchan, as I said, was the pick of the bowlers by any stretch of an imagination. 4 overs no maiden, 9 runs and 3 wickets, netting him the player of the match. Paras Khadka, the Nepalese captain, 2 overs no maiden, 1 for 7. Sompal Kami, 3 overs no maiden, 2 for 13, bowled well. Mukhia, 2 overs, 1 for 12. Basant Regmi, the spinner, 4 overs no maiden, 3 wickets for 14 runs. And Sagar Pun, bowling 2 overs for 13 runs. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that wraps up my cricket show for today, where victories for Bangladesh and Nepal in the first and second matches. Tomorrow, the 2 matches that are coming up in the T20 World Cup in the qualifying phase is going to be between, I think Zimbabwe are going to be involved in that. Zimbabwe, and I'm sorry, dear fans and subscribers, yesterday in my preview, I definitely missed Zimbabwe. I feel very sorry. My apologies to any of those Zimbabwean cricket fans who are watching this a particular cricket happening show of mine. I do apologize that I definitely missed a preview of Zimbabwe yesterday in my cricket report. Sorry about that. So Zimbabwe would be taking on Ireland tomorrow at Sylhet. That will be the third match. And in the fourth match, Netherlands will be taking on the United Arab Emirates at Sylhet. So that is as far as the T20 World Cup qualifying phase is concerned. But we also have two warm-up matches which are coming up tomorrow. India is taking on Sri Lanka, and Pakistan are taking on New Zealand. I'll be back with a full match report. In the sense, I'll be coming with a match roundup on both these two matches in the qualifying phase, and I will also be covering the T20 warm-up matches which are going to be played. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, this is your host Ram signing off on a Sunday, but promising you that your host Ram will be back with more cricket happenings tomorrow. Until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.